Buttery.
Seinfuck.
So take a good look at
that's
my
just
face. Shut the fuck up a second. You'll see my smile looks out of place. If you look closely, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears.
You know, that's just what I love about a perfect audio experience. It's troubleshooting so that we make sure that our mics sound good immediately.
Yeah.
During the
And rolling into it with nothing.
podcast.
Exactly. And it wouldn't be a good audio experience without a little ASMR, would it?
No, not at all.
You ever watch an ASMR streamer before, Malcolm?
I've been interested in the idea of it because I thought, like, if I was really in the mood for a grift, that would be the grift I would be like doing.
Malcolm, no one's watching you do ASMR. Let me kill that dream right now. Let me kill that dream for you on the spot. No one's gonna watch you do that.
No, no boyfriend.
No boyfriend for
ASMR?
girl's gonna watch you stream.
I just think it's like, it's almost like Malcolm's gonna be like, you're not going to be able to resist doing bits. That's good. That's going to be the problem.
Yeah, that will be
He's a big prop guy as well, so I can see that.
And no one likes a prop guy.
No one. Yeah.
No.
Well, there's only one prop guy people like, and they don't like him that much. You know what I'm saying? Carrot Top has managed to live off of being a prop guy in name.
Yeah, because he knew that being weirdly jacked just doesn't cut it anymore.
He is so buff. Who let Carrot Top in the gym? All right. What hijinks does Carrot Top get up to weightlifting?
He's just like doing fucking bench presses with like two ridiculous things.
No. I'll tell you what he's doing. He's going up. He's going up to the rack, right? And he's got 2 gourds on it. And people are like, "What are you doing, Carrot Top?" And he's like, "This is my squash rack." And it probably kills.
It probably does.
Kills. That son of a bitch. No one has it better than Carrot Top. Tell me anybody in the world that has it better than Carrot Top right now.
I don't know. Only like some like one of the ventriloquist acts. Like,
do they have to be
Dunham
like actual like acts, or can they just be like normal people?
No, they have to. I'd say they have to be in it because Carrot Top is a living act. You follow him around anywhere, and you just know like he's about to pop out some strange thing from his bag and make a pun on it, and that's his whole thing. And people act like it's funny, even though it's not. It is literally a tradition.
My favorite thing is that like he's got his like prop warehouse like in Vegas. They just like
warehouse.
The Carrot Top prop warehouse probably is the worst place in the world to work.
That is a prime location for sexual assault if I've ever heard it.
Oh my god!
The Carrot Top warehouse.
I don't know. Something tells me that if I hang around the Carrot Top prop warehouse long enough, I'm gonna get some offers.
It's a Five Nights at Freddy's scenario.
Yeah,
and you don't want Carrot Top popping out at you because you didn't keep an eye on him.
That would have been an amazing cameo, as if they got Carrot Top to show up in that Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Like,
would it?
No one else is thinking.
They have like it's like they have Matthew Lillard instead, so it's like just replace Matthew Lillard with chairman of the board star Carrot Top.
Yeah,
classic
very
horror icon.
Capitalize on that Carrot Top cash value right there.
Yeah.
That cachet of Carrot Top.
Hey man, I'm getting some Carrot Top right now.
Listen,
I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, listen. All of our parents have seen his show live. All right, that's just a fact. All right,
I don't want to think about that.
Your parents made love after seeing Carrot Top live. That's true.
Yeah, they all made love. Yeah,
the reason my brother and I are here is because they watched Carrot Top.
No, I could see it for Malcolm.
Malcolm's much more likely at this than I am.
There's a good chance. I mean, my parents got hitched at the Little Chapel in Vegas.
Carrot Top has a residency in Vegas.
He's had a residency for like 30 plus years.
And no one thinks it's funny. They just act like it is. That's the main point of what I'm trying to drive home. But back to the ASMR experience. Have you ever seen a Twitch streamer do ASMR before, Robert?
No, I have not actually. It sounds super dumb.
get this gig, right? You've seen those dumb microphones that are ears before, right? The
the ones
ears.
where they just like tap their nails on the side of it and it makes a bunch like.
So you have seen it and you've lied to me.
No, I've seen clips of it that are like I've seen clips of it that
I've seen
No, the point is I've seen clips of it where it goes wrong. Like one time where there was someone doing that where you had like nails, like nails or something like clacking on the side of the ear shaped microphone, and then in the background their dog fully shits themselves.
That's a compilation I want to see is ASMR goes wrong. Like that.
And none of that fake shit. All right. Like the one where the kid grabs the mic and starts screaming into it. Or when Spider-Man's rubbing the colander over his mic.
I just want someone like in the background being like, hello there, kitten. And then just be like, Derek, what are you doing in here?
Nothing.
You haven't done the laundry today, Derek.
Nothing, Papa. Don't look. Don't listen in.
Little 18th century peasant boys.
Derek, the lawn must be mowed. You just hear the lawnmower in the background, like that's a chainsaw, but.
Yeah, now we can be the sound guy. We got all kinds of gimmicks here. You got the Carrot Top act. You got the guy from Police Academy.
Well, what
happened to that guy? That guy should have had a Vegas.
He should have had a Vegas residency.
You know what happened to that guy? Police Academy 4. That's what happened to that guy.
What happened to Police Academy 4?
It was bad. Like every other Police Academy.
Why haven't they brought back Police Academy? What are those guys doing? Where are they? Are they alive? Are they dead?
Leslie Graham still alive?
I'm going to look that up right now. I didn't even know Leslie Graham was a person. There's Steve Guttenberg. He was an Ed. Oh, some guy named Bubba Smith.
Oh, boy.
That's my screen name.
Bubba Smith.
Bubba Smith. Yeah, but the whole point I was trying to be like is they got those ears, right? And some people watch these streams one-handed. It's true. They're in the chat and they're typing with their presumably left hand, a right hand in my case.
Just completely gooning it up, yeah.
Gooning to women, simulating the sound of sucking on your ears on a double-sided microphone that interpolates between two ears. Or is that the right word? Interpolates?
It sounds right, but I couldn't correct you on it.
We fucking did it, guys. We found the word that Robert couldn't correct us on immediately.
I know, shit. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Genuinely surprised. We did it. We did it.
Sasha, play celebration music.
Make sure it's not copyrighted.
So it's like girls with their tits out, fucking sucking on ears for money.
It's just like this is the perfect grift. It's the perfect, just kind of like.
Now, Robert.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm ugly. Okay? I've come to terms with that.
What do you mean?
I'm an ugly guy. I look like an ogre.
You don't look like an ogre.
My girlfriend's
Harper.
dad told it to me on the first day I met him.
That is extremely mean.
It's a little mean.
Yeah. That's a little mean.
That's not a little mean. That is extremely mean.
She tried to tell me it was a compliment. I know it's not. I give her shit for it. All right.
Okay.
I go to the bathroom. I've already told this on before. So Sasha, excuse me, but
no, go on.
I go to the bathroom at this ritzy sushi place in downtown New York City, and I come back, and my girlfriend says, my dad just said, the most nice thing about you. He said that you're ogreish, and I stared at him. And I was like, what?
What is nice about that?
He looks flushed. All right. And she's like, no, it's a compliment. He has his friend named John the Ogre he went to college with. And deductive reasoning and critical thinking lead you to two places in that scenario, right? A, what does John the Ogre look like?
What has John the Ogre done?
Exactly. B, what makes John so ogreish if it's not his appearance? So this appellation, I believe, does not suit one of my appearance, at least until I looked in the mirror that night and I went, oh, God. Oh,
shit, he's wrong.
Oh, no.
So, Robert, Malcolm, if I did get you one of these double-eared microphones, would you start ASMR streaming? And what would you do?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I think I would start it, but I'm curious what I'd actually do to, what would be my ASMR niche?
You got to wear fake breasts on the show.
I'm not going to wear fake breasts on the show.
What I want to hear for your niche, Robert, is I want you to do ASMR, but like Tennessee Williams plays. Like I want you to like ASM your.
It's incredibly sad and depressing.
Well, no, but I just really like Stella.
I'm pretty sure the very first Tennessee Williams play I ever watched in person, like a mom drowns her kids.
Now that's good. That's good entertainment. Good quality entertainment if I've ever heard of it.
I think specifically I would not be able to prevent my ASMR kind of things from becoming just political ramblings and me just people who are just weirdly obsessed with hearing me talk. It would just become like
it just sounds like a podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. But a podcast by myself where I have the excuse of ASMR.
And you like take different positions based on what side of the microphone you're on.
I love it. Sorry, the excuse of ASMR. Like I just
the excuse of ASMR.
Because I have the excuse to do it.
What they don't want you to know is that in a government building in San Antonio, there's like 75,000 barrels of oil.
They're running out of helium.
The world's supply of helium is going to expire by the time you're 30. Some of you are like 18 hearing that. You're going to be like, whoa, what am I going to put in my balloons? I don't know. I don't know what you're going to put in the balloons.
It can't be hydrogen. Hydrogen is extremely volatile and dangerous.
What about you, Malcolm? What's your shit? What's your fucking thing?
My name is Patrick Bateman.
There you go.
OGs, fans of the podcast. In the morning.
All three of you.
More fan loyalty here. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, can you really not?
I was commiserating with you guys beforehand, not to change the topic too quickly, all right? But I feel like we
you
know
didn't
that
say
one
what your ASMR thing was going to be.
I told you I'm ugly. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You see? Yeah, because you need to have, there's a facial component to ASMR, and my breasts are not large or vivacious enough to attract the young host, which would be entertained by the kind of ASMR I would do, which would I would whisper conspiracy theories. Like,
well, that's just, you just need to be a VTuber, Harper. You need to get like a 3D animated thing that follows your every movement.
I hate that though. I really hate VTubers. Don't you guys?
They're worse than ASMR streamers. Like
generally speaking, yes, I agree. Yeah. And sometimes they combine the two, and it drives me insane. Who's watching these?
Why would you do that? Like, I mean, listen. Sometimes you go get your money, but also imagine just having to go to like customs and be like, "What do you do for a living?" I'm like, "I'm an ASMR.
I'm an entertainer.
I have 300,000 followers on Twitch."
It's easy to say that those are grown men, by the way, behind the VTuber thing.
Very easily.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're older men.
But it's also not true.
It could not be true. In the case where we don't know, it could not be true. Those could be women. And that's why they're less popular than the guys pretending to be women, because
there's always a chance.
Because they can tell. No one is looking for a shot at a VTuber, because if they were all that good looking, then they would show what they look like. Does that track, Malcolm? It looks like you disagree.
I mean, yeah, like sometimes I think they're like people who are too scared to transition. And that's like...
You just called
You're onto
out.
Something.
You were just like, all you VTubers, you are eggs, motherfucker.
Yeah, they are
waiting to happen.
Chef McLeod, let him cook.
Yeah, like that's kind of how I kind of view it. I'm just like they're all like they want to be like little like I know fat femme cat boys, but they just like live in like Knoxville, Tennessee. Like that's like the issue.
You had a look fat moment just there. You remember that speech where Joe Biden was like, look fat, look man.
Look man. Listen, I just want people to be people, all right? I'm just like, do what you love, all right? If you love being a VTuber, just be yourself instead, please.
And if you love catfishing sexually repressed men on the internet, hey.
Some people do. I saw this skit from this guy about catfishing. He looked like he was aping Tim Robinson. And I shouldn't be able to tell that, but I've only seen.
You shouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, what
does that mean?
About? Because when you're doing comedy, right, you want to be like, oh, this guy is just ripping off XYZ.
Yeah,
it should just be an easy two-way thing. But he sits down at the bar. And he goes like, "What are you waiting for?" He's like, "Oh, this girl. I think she's still." He's like, "Hey, you wore the shirt I told you to, huh?" I'm Alyssa, like that. And he's just like, well, I guess what we can do is we can sit down and have this beer. You already bought me a drink, didn't you? Like that kind of thing. And it kind of bugs me because I feel like those distinct personalities, they're so easy to pick out like that. Why are we wasting our time in shorts, like fucking aping Tim Robinson bits?
Well, because Tim Robinson is a uniquely singular comedic figure.
I'm sorry I cut away from something funny to talk about that.
No,
there are worse
fair.
things.
There's unfortunately become a new like genre of comedian who is very obsessed with Tim Robinson and is just kind of ripping him off, which is always impressive when that like a comedian comes on with that much force. Like a bunch of people in their early 20s are like, what if I just was like, guys, I don't like that. I don't want to talk. You've made me eat the hot dog, and I didn't want to eat the hot dog.
Yeah, you're pretty good at that.
I don't like how good that you are.
Hold on. We can get together on shorts, Malcolm. On YouTube shorts, we can make a lot of money.
Totally just be hacks ourselves.
Yeah, come on.
I can be Adam Sandler. You can be Tim Robinson. Robert can be there. I'll be Fat Adam Sandler. That'll kill. Fat Adam Sandler will kill. Okay. Trust me. Can you picture Adam Sandler fat? Oh my God.
Well, he's been in fat suits before.
And he's been
actually fat.
Yeah, I guess that he always just like has a fat guy around him. Like he has like Kevin James.
Yeah, it's my trick in life. I just have bigger people that I'm friends with.
Yeah, they start losing weight. They're dropped. They're
fucking cut, motherfucker.
Robert, I just realized you only keep me around for my body. That really pisses me off.
True.
You're a chubby chaser, but just for male friends in your life.
For companions.
Yeah, that's what my mom thinks.
Is that true?
Wait, what?
We've talked about it, haven't we? Where she's just like, I don't understand why they all have to be so big.
Because I live a fat person's life, Mom.
Mom, we live in America. You made me live in Scottsdale, Arizona.
That's true.
Or surrounding area. I don't know the actual neighborhood.
You might as well be.
Just out me, why don't you?
Well, let me close my window because I'm starting to think my neighbors can hear me.
No, they're just listening like ASMR freaks, just jerking off outside the window.
No freebies, okay? No freebies.
They don't get to listen to the podcast without context, all right? They need full context of the conversation happening. Well, right now I'm currently living with my mom and my sister again for the first time.
Has their place seriously still not gotten fixed yet?
Yeah, for listeners there, my mom had a flood, and then there was multiple floods, and now they're selling the place, and they live with me for the next couple of weeks. But they're moving to my old place.
You have a sister?
Yeah, I have a sister.
What's her at?
Yeah, I have a sister.
Shut the fuck up.
Am I the only one with... No, well, Robert, you definitely have a sister.
Yeah, what are you fucking talking about? Of course I've got a sister.
So I've decided to become a men's rights activist. Okay.
Oh, come on. Shut the fuck up.
So what I do...
Okay. No, let's follow the logic here and give you all the shit you deserve.
Right. I think men are oppressed. It's true.
By whom and how?
Well, by assholes like you mostly. And what I've done to counteract it is I'm going to stop wearing deodorant to impress women. I'm going to stop shaving my legs to impress women. And I'm going to stop wearing those high-riding jeans that I get the compliments on all the time.
But they make your butt look like a pumpkin. I love how immediately you guys are just like, no, we're not jumping on that. We're not allowing you to do this.
I can't do it. It's a decent start. All right, I'm fleshing it out. Okay, soon that'll be a good bit. You just give it time. All right, let me marinate on it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Time. Yeah. I'm in an elevator with a woman who notices my activism. Okay, my passionate activism for men. And she makes a face at me because she knows what I am. And I just nod. I smile and I nod. That's what activism is.
I'm so confused. Wait.
I think these are supposed to be a punchline, but I told them.
That's what I'm saying. It's in the works. Okay, we're working on it.
He's working on it.
Hey,
we're working on it. What would you do? All right, Malcolm, if I walked into your house and it's the first time I'm visiting and I have a huge, pregnancy gut on.
You would just think you gained weight. What the fuck kind of question is that?
I'll be like, hey, have you heard of this new miracle drug? It's called Ozempic. I I could get you on 2 meals right away.
The intolerance being displayed on this podcast is profound. Okay, it's profound. I do not look pregnant currently.
No one said you did.
You said that it would look like I just gained weight.
You would.
You would look like you just gained weight. How else are we supposed to interpret that?
Robert, a pregnancy stomach is so far and away different from any kind of weight gain.
Yes, but we can't understand where there's our brain will not make those of logic to assume you're pregnant.
There's your mother and father talking, saying he's not pregnant, he's just fat. Isn't that it? Did you tell that to girls in middle school too?
Only if they were pregnant.
I don't. Yeah, I'd be like, maybe I'd be like, hey, are you constipated? Do you need some laxatives? Like,
that's fucked up. Don't ever say that to
That's pretty fucked up.
Regardless of the circumstances. Why would you be like, hey, I noticed your resting facial expression and I thought I would leave you these, and you drop like some laxatives on their desk. Malcolm's at the office. He walks away and he winks. Does a little flourish with his hips.
That's just like a commercial for laxative. that's a commercial Malcolm booked.
Come on, listen. I'm just calling back to work I've already done.
$1,000 spot, 1% royalties. Malcolm, do you do a laxative commercial where you're the guy with constipation?
Yeah, no, I'll be honest. Right now I'd be auditioning for the constipation guy, and I did audition for a commercial where I was constipated. That's actually
tell us.
It was a real thing.
We could just smell it on him, Harper.
Yeah, but it was a weird commercial where it was like, where there was two times. Well, I auditioned once to be a zit. Like a pimple.
Oh my god, dude!
Were they going to paint your face white or red?
It's so the crazy part about that commercial is that I was not even close. Like I just did the first round. The commercial ended up getting banned because the person they cast to be the zit was playing it like a really like effeminate like gay guy, and they were like, this is homophobic. And my buddy was the one who like lost out. It was between my buddy and the guy who ended up getting the part. And like my buddy was playing it as like dirty, greasy guy, and then the other guy was like as being
just like absolute caricature,
flaming, like just a caricature.
Fuck? Who associates that with acne? I don't understand.
Let me see if I can find this commercial quickly.
Yeah, can you find that? I gotta see it. But yeah, I guess who wouldn't pick you for a zit? You got the perfect face for it.
Whoa! Whoa! Uncalled for.
Not uncalled for. He auditioned for the part. He felt the same way.
Okay, asked for then. Asked for.
It was a Clearasil commercial that they filmed in Prague.
Okay, wait. Why did they have to film it in Prague?
Were they going to fly you out
to
Prague? You did this for a free vacation. That's what you did it for.
What kind of human rights were they abusing in an acne commercial that had to film in Prague?
There was going to be group sex. That's why it was in Prague.
I found it. I think I found it.
This better be a genital zit or I'm out.
Yeah, here.
It's just straight on the vulva.
Oh man. That's so graphic, and you didn't even say much.
Yeah, I'm a writer, Harper. I paint a picture.
Fucking right your wrongs first. My God, that was bad.
Let's see.
I can't wait for prom. Only 3 more weeks. I know, but if this turns into a pimple, I will literally die.
Who wouldn't want to go to prom with this?
Oh my God, he's just a normal like.
Try Clearasil.
Pimples can form deep below the skin surface up to 3 weeks before they reach your face.
Oh, it's a guy in a room, dude.
It's just a guy in a room. He looks like, specifically, he looks like he's just part of a gay cabaret somewhere. Like that's like a very, he's in a gay men's like choir.
That looks so bad.
That's like
Malcolm, you would have killed him in that spot. He's in a little suit with the ruffles and everything. It's a bright pink suit. He's just like, I'm a little zit. I'm a little nasty zit.
Nasty man. Oh shit.
Can you give me the read for that?
Oh,
Malcolm?
you're gonna use Clearasil on me. Oh no.
in the like there was a website called LGBTQ Nation, and they did a whole write up about is this Clearasil commercial homophobic or all in good
Yeah, it
fun?
was homophobic for real.
It was absolutely homophobic.
Malcolm, can you give me the read that you were going to do for that part at all, or do you remember?
Fuck, I was going for more of the greasier guy, like because at that
let's
point
hear
they
the
had
greasier guy.
Yeah, well, give us your best used car salesman.
yeah, it was just like what was the line? I'm trying to remember the line. It was what was the first line?
I'm building this up in my head so much you don't even.
You have no idea how much
no
pressure
idea.
Harper's putting on you right now.
I know
It's never been higher stakes for you. I will say that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
I love when Malcolm like peripherally hears anything in the sentence and he just goes like, "Yeah." Like,
Where you know he's like actively doing, like he's either taking notes or looking up like a script that somebody sent him 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think I did it more of it, just like who wouldn't want to go to a prom with a guy like me?
oh, dude, book
That's
it.
much better. That's just
so
much better.
funnier. Just Malcolm standing there, like his head tilted
Don't you
down.
think I look good? What is this, Clearasil? Oh, baby, why?
Somewhere between Buffalo Bill from The Silence of the Lambs and your local used car dealership.
Yeah. Instead, it's just like, who wouldn't want to go to a prom with me? Like,
Maybe he's a really nice gay best friend who just, would feel weird about
Did
going
you see
to
the
prom
suit
with
they
him.
had him in, Robert? There's no shot. He was dressed up like he was about to get on Showboat.
It was a great musical.
yeah.
I love that music. I love Showboat.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's so good. But yeah, no. So that was one of the ones where I didn't get it.
You should have got it. I think you were robbed.
I can already see you with like the hat, like the sweat covered comb over. And
Exactly.
They put you in like a ball cap.
I can see the makeup girl's like with a spray bottle when she's just like arms. And like he lifts up his arms, she like drenches his fucking pits in his suit. And she's like, other arm. And then some down the neck. It's like a yellow, gross kind of fucking color.
You just like they actively add on zits to you. You would have killed Malcolm. You would have killed.
Yeah.
No, he just needed to be greasy. He didn't need to have zits because then you're just like,
you're not
Is that a
supposed
hat
to
on a
have-
hat kind of deal? I guess.
No, because you can't have zits and zits. That'll get the person watching the commercial very confused.
No, it's supposed to like. I thought it. Yeah, I would have gone for the more like greasy guy, like who maybe like dress more like if you're gonna do a suit, like more of like used car salesman, like just like suits not ill fitting. But no, apparently it wasn't gay enough for them.
Would you cleanse
What
me?
year was this?
I'd cleanse me.
What year was this, Malcolm?
This would have been what 2018, 2019. So yeah,
This is way too recent to have that guy be cast in that. That is
it's crazy. It
unacceptable.
was crazy.
Yeah, that
I was
is
sitting there
insane.
going, this is nuts.
Excuse me, ladies. Aren't you going to take me to prom? Like, dude, how did you not think LGBTQ Nation was going to write an article about you?
But I mean, like good on the guy for getting to at least go to Prague and film this for a week.
You got
Like,
a free
you got to
vacation in Prague. That's so true.
Oh yeah. Also, why did they have to film it in Prague?
That's where the
there's
studio
a
is.
bathroom. That is it.
Some of these commercials, it's crazy. You'll audition in Vancouver, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, now we're gonna fly you out to like Argentina to film this commercial." We're like, "Why?"
How long did you get to stay? Did you get to go to Argentina on that dime?
I never got to go. The furthest I ever flew out for a commercial was Montreal or Toronto. Like,
Yikes.
I never got to go out of the country.
You never got the good ones, dude. You got to go to Montreal.
I got close on one that was going to film in Spain. I was very much like, give me that one. That one would have required me to swim in the Mediterranean. And
Can you swim?
I can swim.
Right.
I'm a big swimmer.
Just checking after you, buddy.
You'd have to swim in the Mediterranean. That's just begging for a yeast infection.
You better fucking give me something.
That's so rough.
I want the best wines in the world. All right.
Here's my read for that commercial, Malcolm. I'll be a greasy guy, just
all
like
right.
you, all right? Check this out. You ladies don't want to take me to prom.
Honestly, you might have booked the spot if you did that.
Just by ripping off Mr. Plinkett or whatever.
Oh yeah,
up there and doing a regular medium.
I'm sorry if they're not asking for full originality.
No,
Well, that's
they're
just,
not.
They went with the foppish gay
Malcolm
man.
immediately just like they're not asking for
they're
that.
They're like, hey, can you do like do that, but like gay,
but gayer.
Yeah,
They like lean in. They're just like, can you do it like a little gayer?
Trump's in office. Can you just do it a little?
This was at the tail end of Trump being. No one thought Trump was getting reelected, but like Republicans, and that is not anybody in film industry or in the telesales commercial industry.
They're like the crew in Prague loves it. They're like,
it's like yes, this is all our comedians.
It's all those Polish femboys over there have tainted their good sense.
Actually, Prague is like apparently like the San Francisco of
Europe.
Europe, apparently. Yeah. I didn't realize that.
It's true. They got like the most depressing.
Speaking of extreme homosexuality.
What?
My uncle watched Wicked the other night.
I was so afraid what you were going to follow that up with.
Wait, I mean, none of us have watched Wicked yet.
I have not seen it.
No, I'm a heterosexual man. I do not watch musicals.
Well, so is my uncle.
Your uncle is not a heterosexual man. I regret to inform you this, to be the first to inform you this perhaps, but he is a gay man.
No. I know he's a heterosexual man because the very first thing he told me upon coming home from watching that movie, they used a gift card, by the way. That's why I know this is for sure.
A gift card to Wicked.
It's good stuff.
A gift card that they like from like 5 years ago that they got from his daughter-in-law. Which specifically, what he said after getting was just like, I enjoyed it, but if they had to make me watch it again, I'd shoot myself.
Doesn't sound like you enjoyed it that much, Unc. And you know what? I'll tell you something else.
Yeah.
He's a man of many layers. Let's put it like that.
It bought the South Park hype, I think. You know that South Park episode where you take a woman to a musical and she like gives you a hand job immediately or something like that?
Oh, yeah. You get the only way that suburban men get blowjobs is because of musicals.
Gladiator 2. That movie is great because Denzel Washington just plays like a bi.
Denzel Washington?
Just like, he's doing a Nicolas Cage performance in this movie. It's crazy.
just shouting at random volumes. And
yeah. I think there's like a line where he's just like, I'm done being with women.
What the? Well, okay. When in Rome.
He's literally in Rome.
That was the joke, Malcolm. That was the joke.
I know.
Well, Malcolm, can you give me your Rotten Tomatoes score on Gladiator live on the podcast?
Yeah, please.
It's, I don't know, it's like a C plus, so I'd say it's like a 60, maybe a 70%.
That sounds like an IGN 7 out of 10, which is bad.
Yeah.
Which is, they paid for that 7 because if they hadn't paid, they would have gotten a 3.
You saw it for free, didn't you, Malcolm?
No, I didn't see it for free.
You're the industry shit.
Then you should be much more harsh.
The problem is that Gladiator 1 is like a fairly perfect movie, and Gladiator 2 is trying to remake it, but like Ridley Scott is going senile, and he's making these like 2.5 hour, 3 hour long movies. And also, I'm not sure Paul Mescal is a leading man, like in terms of an actor.
No, there aren't that many lead men anymore. Like
Adam Driver, and that's it.
I don't get the appeal. Like he's kind of like that soft boy that's a little hard. Like Jeremy Allen White, like, you know what I'm talking? There's that type where it's just like they're kind of buff, but they're supposed to be like super sensitive.
No, I don't watch movies. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, like the Bear, the guy, the chef from the Bear.
Yeah, okay. For a second, I thought you were talking about the guy from fucking Black Dynamite. What's his name?
Michael J. White?
I don't think it's Michael J. White.
But Black Dynamite. I sell drugs to the community.
I love that movie.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was Michael J. White. I'm sorry, Malcolm. I
threw that shit before I came in the room. Dude, Boondocks is such a funny show. Speaking of Black Dynamite, same creator of the animated Black Dynamite series made Boondocks, or same studio or what have you.
Yeah, something to that effect.
Yeah.
Boondocks is such a funny show, but it's a catch-22 for white people because white people can't quote Boondocks to anybody but like close family behind closed doors, can you? Because there's so much of that like exclusive black people humor that white people can't say in public.
So they're saying certain words that must not be said in a casual way.
It's very. It seems like racist against black people in retrospect. If you found out the Boondocks was written by a white person, then there would be riots in the streets calling for his head.
I mean, absolutely. But also, it would be like that one like the fact that like in like the Chappelle show, like half the cast of the writers' room was white, and it was like more than white.
That must be so funny to be Dave Chappelle in that scenario where they're just like, and then you are you're a crackhead, right? Because and you're a crackhead. He's like, I know what you're saying. Yeah, go on. It's just funny because like I was watching it the other day and I was like, there's so many quotable moments from this show, like the exorcism of Tom Dubois when Uncle Ruckus is. If Uncle Ruckus is in the scene, you can't quote it.
That's all I can say. I just say read, and that's it. That's it.
But no one's well, they'll know, but like
exactly.
The whole lead up to that is so funny. Sasha, play it here. We're not racist. Can you play the lead up to the exorcism? We're not racist. That would be great.
May white God bless you, Robert. I came as fast as I could.
So this is the plan, Uncle Ruckus.
Let's get this party started.
You got bad credit, Robert.
Yeah, dude. And like, it's my little brother's favorite show, so I watch a lot with him on Thanksgiving.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah.
That explains a bit of it.
Yeah.
A bit of it.
Yeah, we're filming this like on recording
the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So how
Friday.
was for me? This was a Thursday. I'm Canadian.
Boo.
Yeah. I have a better Thanksgiving. It's in October.
Your
worse.
Thanksgiving literally falls on Columbus Day. Get out of here.
Yeah. Well,
where do you guys riot if you're having Thanksgiving?
We don't riot. Because we're giving thanks to each other and to the Hudson's Bay Company for creating this country.
That seems a loaded statement.
Yeah, that seems fairly pointed.
It's very pointed. But here's the thing. In September, like about 2 weeks before, we have Truth and Reconciliation Day to honor...
Again, an awful name for a day. Could have been
this one,
it's just Indigenous Peoples Day. National Day of Truth and Reconciliation.
Well, it's because...
Is like still 5 more syllables than that.
Yeah.
Keep adding more.
We add more. We have, just to recognize the sins of our past.
Something us good Americans never do.
Imagine admitting to your mistakes instead of just writing yourself as the good guy. It's so backwards. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
By the way, you're welcome for us winning World War II and abolishing Nazism and slavery and doing everything else good in the world.
You created it and then you
we abolished
we
it.
Did not create it.
And we're bringing it back.
We did not create it. Everybody knows that was the Dutch. Okay,
the Dutch
did that.
The Dutch invented racism.
So true, Robert. And so
finally. Do you like? Because I feel like everyone has in their family like a specific Thanksgiving thing that they eat that's
Sure.
like maybe not like the others.
Sure.
Do you two each have one? Like, is there like
my dad likes olives at the table? It doesn't make sense to me.
that's fun.
No, that's kooky. That is kooky. I've never heard olives. I understand why they're there, but why at the Thanksgiving? So we do homemade biscuits, and I don't know if anyone out here would recognize these as biscuits because it's literally just all-purpose flour and like 6 sticks of butter.
Ooh,
and a little milk.
Good biscuits.
Really
those sound like shortbread cookies. Like that's what it sounds like.
They're salty, they're buttery. They're so buttery, in fact, that like
they're too buttery.
They're still like kind of yellow on the inside. It's a spectacular dinner item to have.
And then here's the question: when you warm it up, do you put more butter on?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely. You think I would skip out on butter? Hell no. I know where I'm going after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
A coma.
You put butter on, and then you just like I can absolutely see your mom making these because she's got the bowl of flour. She's cutting up on the butter into tiny little squares, and then she just wets her hand and just kind of flicks it into the dough, and that's all the moisture that needs.
That's funny. No, she doesn't do that. Let me tell you the process, okay, white boy. Let me tell you the process. She dumps a bag of all-purpose flour.
You're talking about white food. Don't call me white boy.
These are Southern biscuits, white boy. So you dump all-purpose flour into the bowl, and then you just throw the whole damn sticks of butter in there, and you start mashing them up with your fucking hands until it's beady. Then you pour in milk. There's no measurements, by the way. I've asked her for measurements, and she says, well, you'll know when you're doing it wrong. Which you don't know until after they're out of the oven. So it's just kind of like a waste of 2 hours.
Baking is a science.
And then as long as it's like a mass that isn't gooey, it's a good biscuit. That's it. That's what you done. Now, I will say this about Thanksgiving, right? What I've noticed is a lot of people's grandmas are falling off in terms of their cooking ability. I'm seeing this post more and more every year.
Wait. So the point is that people are going to Thanksgiving and then kind of just sort of realizing that their grandma's food is trash?
No, it's getting worse is what they're saying. They're saying my grandma has entered her Shaq on the Celtics years of cooking. That's a classic. I see that one every year. I see my mom's in her Kevin Garnett on the Nets era of cooking. Not a good sign.
You're Michael Jordan on the Wizards.
Yeah, she's got a movie deal off of it too.
Yeah.
What about when your mom's going to be in the Space Jam? Michael Jordan on Space Jam era.
What team was he playing for when he was in Space Jam, Malcolm?
Bulls. That was his Bull. That was
he wasn't playing with the Bulls. He was
peak.
playing on a minor league baseball team, and then he went back to the Bulls at the end of Space Jam.
What's your problem?
Well, okay, so you have all of those. Yeah, for me, my family likes a charcuterie board. We get a nice.
Yo, what?
With like a big charcuterie board.
My family also does a charcuterie board. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Am I missing out?
And Yorkshire
pretty
pudding.
good, honestly.
We like a Yorkshire pudding.
That is too English, perhaps, a Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, it's weirdly English for a family that's Scottish, Italian.
It's got almost
Irish.
it's Scottish. I can kind of
Scottish. I guess we're a little connected still.
I used to think mac and cheese at the Thanksgiving table was wrong.
Yeah, but now everyone does it. It's
No,
just
now
mac and
everyone does
cheese
it.
at Thanksgiving. I was so tempted, but I didn't do it this year.
I spend $70 when I make the special mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, you got to get all the cheese. You got to get good
A solid
Aldo
block
pasta.
of Gruyere in the mix. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Have you seen that?
absolutely right.
There's like this TikTok that went viral where a guy tried to buy at a cheese shop this $1,000 like round wheel of like Parmesan cheese,
Oh
and
my
the
God.
owner, who's just like this like little like Italian man, was just like, "No, we do not sell it to you." Like they were just like, he's just like, "I have the money," and it's just like, "No, we know what you do. You will disrespect the cheese. Get out of my
True.
store." He's like, he saw the camera and was just like, "I'm putting on a show," like at the TikToker, and then the guy was just like, "Get out of the store. Don't come back."
You got to gatekeep. There's
And I love
like
that they still
manga
posted it.
motherfucker. There's manga provisioners in Japan that have a curtain that has all the nasty shit behind it, you know?
Oh yeah.
And there's signs up that say no gaijin, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're a
That's real.
white guy and
That's
you want to go
very-
back there, they'll be like, no way.
When I was in Japan, we would send our Japanese friend through those doors, and we were like, "You have to report back what you see," and then he
He
would
knows
just
what's
like,
there. Are you kidding me?
"Oh yeah, he knew," but it was more. He's still like Canadian enough to be like, "Oh, I don't know," and then they're just like, "No,
Malcolm, what did he buy for you there?
he didn't buy anything. He didn't buy. He was.
I know what he got for you, you sick fuck.
What did he get?"
It's the one thing we know you're into. We don't know what it is, but you know you're into it.
And it was behind that curtain, wasn't it, Malcolm?
I'll never tell.
I know what you are. We have a user submission, don't we,
No,
Rob?
we don't. Not anymore.
No, we do.
We
Come
went
on.
long.
Play the user
No, we
submission.
didn't go long.
It'll be
We gotta
fun.
go.
We can trim some of this out.
We're trimming some of the fat.
Mm.
Do you have one that's like a
Fat
quick?
Sasha.
If there's one that's like a quick one, we can answer. We can burn one.
Sure. How would you like to be addressed on this podcast? LeBron Penjamiski.
Oh my.
Their song recommendation is No Sky, No Roses by Have a Heart or Have Heart.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get
And they're
down there.
saying, their question is, will the improv footage from Malcolm and Robert ever come out? Also, tell the tequila and milk story. It's one of the easiest answers. No and no.
Oh, come on. Tell the
Oh,
story.
come on. First of all, there will be. I don't think we ever did improv together, Robert. So
No,
I don't
we
think
never
there's
did.
no footage. I don't
There's
know.
no footage. There's footage.
Yeah, I
of
know
me
you
doing
guys did stand-up up there, right? That's clearly what the people are clamoring for here.
No, they aren't.
We'll do like dropout style improv if we have to. If we're the three of us got cast on Make Some Noise, like I'm down. I think we're all
I would,
down.
if we got cast on Make Some Noise, I would feel very self-conscious.
Well, it's either you do Make Some Noise or Dirty Laundry. So
Oh, I'd be much better at Dirty Laundry.
yeah,
than
you'd be
Make
good
Some
at
Noise.
Dirty Laundry.
See, this is too far. You guys know all the names of the stuff, you know.
It's dropout. It's great.
It's great.
Yeah, Dropout's good. I don't know any of the names.
Yeah.
Robert, what's that show where it changes every time, where there's no solid
Game
set
Changer.
of rules? Game Changer. I'd like to see Robert on Game Changer. That would be sick.
Oh yeah,
That'd be fun. I'm willing to be psychologically tortured.
Throw you and
for
Malcolm
bits.
up there. I don't know if I would do it, but I think throwing you and Malcolm up there would be so
you
fucking
become
funny.
the next Jacob Wysocki, Harper. I think everyone would.
I
Just
can't
love you.
do all those bird noises.
That's not. You're thinking of Josh Rubin.
No, Jacob Wysocki's the fat fucking guy. Hey, hold on a second. You just called me fat.